Hi, collective. This is Pamela again, here to discuss some of the things that's going on with me, with you all. Let's see. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was the shadows. Have any of you guys seen the shadows that go on outside of your peripheral? Yeah, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I started seeing shadows outside of my peripheral vision. I do know one other person that has happened to, and then I saw a video about maybe 4 or 5 days ago about someone's speaking about the shadows. So I wanted to let you guys know if you do start seeing the shadows, that is perfectly normal, I guess. I don't know what the shadows are. I don't know if they're people, spirits, or what's going on. They come on the left or the right side. No preference. As quick as they're there, as quick as they're gone. Let's see what else has been happening. So the fatigue that I've been feeling is no. Yes, I do get fatigued. And then there's days where I cannot even sleep, like I'm just up. So apparently, all of that is normal as well. I talked to you guys about the player audience that is happening, and it's increasingly more and more right, or I guess I could say I'm more prone to listen to it. I'm more in tune to listen to it. One of the things that I did when I was starting the journey was made an affirmation called I Remember. So, and I put it on my phone. So it was to bring my focus, or I should say, bring myself into observation mode. Yeah, it's hot out here, guys. It's like getting ready to be our muggy weather for Florida. Going into August, it's like swamp weather. But I like the background and I like the trees and the nature sound. So bear with me, guys. Yeah, so I remember. So every time I would look at it on my phone, it was like, okay, I'm going into observation mode. And the more and more that I looked at that, I was able to hold my focus more, or not slip back off into the unconscious mode. So that was very helpful. Also, something happened during my meditation when I was, what's the word I'm looking for? Looking for to reach higher consciousness. So I'm sitting in the meditation, and it's usually dark, or I see like violet, bluish, reddish, yellowish visuals, I should say, or shapes. There's one time that, or maybe 2 or 3 times, that I'm meditating, and then everything gets a clear black, and then there's like white orbs in the background. I thought that was the void, or I assumed that is the void, but then during one of my other meditations, as I felt my kundalini going up my spine, through my neck, and when I opened up my mind, that's when I felt kundalini bust through my crown, through the medulla oblongata. It it has a very distinct feeling, so it's a feeling that I will never forget. So yeah, that happened, and that's when I felt like my whole head open up. So I know what it feels like to have brain open all the way up, and I know when it feels like when it's closed. It's like when it's closed, it's almost like something is squeezing my head, like a soft orange or something like that. So yeah, it's a very distinct feeling. So you'll know the difference between, and then when it's open, you're like very enlightened. Even during my meditation, when I feel it open now, it's like I'm sitting in my meditative mode, or with my body in that position, and it almost feels like I can float, or I'm floating, and I'm not really grounded, and I feel everything like in my mind is like being cleared or sucked in some kind of vacuum. It almost feels like something is sucking everything like in my head, like the visuals are like it appear, but then it'll seem like they're being like sucked to the left side of me. It never goes out on the right side. They always leave to the left. I don't know what that's all about, but and then it feels like everything is going like either being sucked out, or like it's going like in a circular motion but really fast, and then I can just feel like it feels like my whole body is going like this but really fast, but slow at the same time. Not so fast that it makes me sick or I don't know what's going on. It's like feels fast, but it feels slow. And I know that's confusing, but it's the only way I can explain it. But I do feel very light, and like I can just do a lift off at any time. There's times where when I go into this meditative state that my hearing leaves. So nothing around me, like the hum of the house or the ceiling fan or the noises outside, everything fades away. It's like almost like my ears get plugged or something, and it's at this point where all thoughts leave my mind, and I'm not thinking about nothing. And I believe that's when I'm able to connect with higher consciousness or God or whatever you want to call it. Because there's no name, right? It's just is, right? It's the alpha, the omega. You can't put time on it. It just is. Everything that's around us, in us. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was my little side note. Oh, I'm pretty sure y'all want to know what I call my spiritual team, or the ones that speak to me to keep me from killing myself. No, not killing myself, or getting killed by outside things, I should say. Like, when I told y'all about the guy that wanted to kill me because I didn't want to be with them, stuff like that. Or the guy shot a deer slug through my window. Those things like that. So I've been like meditating with this and trying to get a very clear answer before I say this, but nothing has changed. They're saying Theia. We are Theia. don't know what Thea is, but that's what it says. We are Thea. So there's Thea. I believe that's the ones that's here to guide me, and then there's the Holy Spirit, the one that's here to, that's God's breath, or God's helper to help come clean me up, and so that at one point in time that God or higher consciousness will integrate and descend upon me, and then that's when I will have the 100% of knowing all, being able to do all, telekinesis, knowing everything. I feel like I would call it God mode, maybe, where it's like I'm 100% able to do all right here on earth. But until that time, I'll be here just sharing what I'm going through, and how are things, going with me on this journey. You do, like I said before in one of my other videos, you have to take action for some things to get done. It's not just gonna happen out of thin air. It's not gonna be like a magic trick, but the favor is in your favor. With the meditation and bringing yourself to be conscious and setting intention in love, with all of those things, you'll be able to manifest the things that you wanting, and doing it a lot quicker. So I'm still in that mode where I'm trying to figure out what is actually working, and there's little things that's going on with me, like like some in the last video I explained a lot of the things that were going on. I'm not going to go over it again right now, but if you want to see it, you can go look at that video. But those little things, we have to be grateful for the little things, because a part of that is having that feeling right here in your heart, that love and that gratefulness, because that plays a lot into the manifestations as well. So as I was saying, that the having the love and the gratefulness is a part of the manifestation as well. It just helps, I guess, bring it about faster, or making sure that it does manifest. It's about the raising of the vibration, all of the electromagnetic field that is increased in distance when you have, or you're doing things from the heart with love. That goes as cooking as well. I heard too. And I tried that. I was like, I spoke love into the food, and it tasted so good, y'all. Yeah, so that was the fried chicken legs. That was good. It was real meat. Oh, speaking of food, so let me tell y'all what happened with the watermelon. I wish I could show y'all a picture of it. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can. I don't know how to make the picture appear in the corner there, but let me show y'all what this watermelon looks like. Now, somebody tell me, what is that? I'm going to bring it closer. What is that inside of the watermelon? What is that? What is that white stuff? Pretty gross. Yeah, that watermelon got thrown out. And it was like a core. Like when you cut, let me see. It was like really hard, like a stalk or something. It was pretty disgusting. Yeah, they got thrown in the garbage. I have no idea. Why is that even in watermelon? Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, something is going on. Something weird is going on, like with the fruits and stuff. And like, I'm trying to tell you, I think they're trying to get data on our bodies or something, control us, which they've already been doing. Like, I can think stuff and it pop up on my phone. So, yeah, there's something is completely not right here. But back on topic. I'm serious. That just had me thrown for a loop. So during one of my meditations, before it, oh, thank you for the wind. Thank you, Mother Earth, for that. Oh, that feels so good. Before I was able to break through to my crown chakra, what was going on and what did I see in my head, in my mind, in that view. So I'm meditating, I feel the Kundalini going up and down, and then it broke through on the through the medulla oblongata area. Very distinct feeling. But prior to that, I saw like light in my head. Like it was like as if somebody was shining a light right in my face, but my eyes was closed. But there wasn't. And it was probably about 11 or 12 o'clock at night. And I have no idea what the light was. I'm just thinking that maybe it was me being enlightened and going through enlightenment. And right after that, I was like, I couldn't even tell you how to replicate it because I wasn't expecting it. So I don't even know like if I was doing something different than what I was normally doing or not. So I'm just telling you what happened right before I was able to break my crown chakra. And then it didn't happen no more until today when I was meditating. And I was in that very lightened mode. And what I mean by that is that my body was not heavy. It almost felt like I would be able to just float right off the bed. I like to do my meditations on the bed because it's really soft, so I'm not to sit on the floor and hurt my butt for 2 hours or whatever. I have a puffy mattress, so that helps. I mean, I might be doing it wrong, but hey, I don't think I'm doing it wrong because I'm getting results. So, but I do sit up very straight, and so that the spirit is able to move up and down in me. So, very still, not moving, not thinking, because it's like when a thought tries to come, if I don't dismiss it, what'll happen is how I know that I lost connection is that my hearing will come back. And then once that, I have to start all over again and refocus and, quiet my mind and things like that. And it's something very liberating about quieting your mind. That is a peace internally that you'll never be able to find anywhere. And when you reach that kind of peace, everything in you is like quiet, nothing hurts. It's like you almost just want to stay there. Like I do. I really do just want to stay there. I don't even want to come out of it. Sometimes when I come out of it, it's not on purpose. It's just the ego just don't like being there. And I'm like, we going back. And then the ego will be like, well, you know, we got this to do and we got that to do. And you know, you got to get ready for work. And I'll be like, we going back. So, yeah. The other things that I try to do, I try to smile at people and talk to random people, because I think I've said this before. If you want to know what your internal state is, go have a conversation with somebody. It can be people that you know, but I particularly like to do it with people that I don't know. I think it gives off a more valid or more quicker way of finding out your internal state, because you know, sometimes I forget. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very new to this. I'm just going by what works. The reason I'm on this path still is because it works. It is, things are changing, things are happening for the better. It's slow, they're small, but I know that if I keep with it, it's gonna get better and faster and bigger. So I'm just staying with it, guys. Am I always perfect day to day with the meditations and things? No, but I'm getting there. Like during my meditation, after reaching that peace that I reached last night and again today, I'm just like, you know what? Even if I can't do it for 2 hours, if I can pull off 10 minutes or 20 minutes, if I can do it at these times that they said is the quantum field opens up, the 8 a.m., 8 p.m., 4 a.m., 4 p.m., 12 a.m., 12 p.m. Even if I can't reach all of those times, if I can reach some of those times, and they only say you need to do it for like 5 minutes, I think that's right, 5 minutes. That's perfect for me. I know I won't reach the quietness, because the quietness, it takes over an hour to reach that, at least for me, because my ego and they be going at it. They be going at it. So sometimes it takes me a little while to get to that quietness. And then if I got family members in the house or something like that. So my time to do it is like when everybody's gone to sleep, or first thing in the morning. Like and these are now on my days off. Like I'm talking about on my days off, because trying to do anything any other time of the day is like, guys, it just, even outside, lawnmowers and weed whackers and things like that, it's really hard to get to that point. So now I try to do it really late or really early in the morning. I'm trying to now add in these quantum times and see if that changes anything. Also, I have learned something new about the Tesla's 369 theory, and I'm trying to incorporate that as well. And I'll make another video about that. I mean, you can go out and look at it. There's probably tons of stuff on YouTube, but if you want to hear how I'm incorporating it, I'll make another video at a different time about that. It's very interesting theory, actually. I'm really excited about trying to work that into everything. It's just amazing how much information and things that has been held from us. And I feel like I might still look a little young, but I'm not, guys. But I just feel a little bit robbed, because like, here it is, I've been on this earth a pretty long time to just be finding all of this out, and I feel robbed. I feel like this is not stuff, it wasn't fair to keep things like this from us, to know that we were able to heal ourselves or able to do all of these great works. And I just feel like that is just not gonna end well for the people or the hires to be that really kept this for their own self. It's knowledge for everybody, and I just feel just really robbed. I'm just gonna leave it there. I tried to do an act of kindness to someone. Like I said, I try to smile at people, talk to them, brighten their day without putting spells on them. And like saying be blessed, like I heard that means be less. Like, so I would never end my videos saying be blessed, because I don't want y'all to be less. I want y'all to be more. I want y'all to be all that y'all can be. And you're living your best life, as the song would say, or being your best self or your best version of yourself. So I would never say that. So I'm like, I'm still organizing my thoughts. I'm still trying to feel like, figure out what to say without putting a spell on anybody. So sorry about that. Where was I? Yeah. So I don't want to put a spell on anybody. So as far as the healing that has happened to me and some of my family members and things like that, and I talk about that in some other videos as well. One of the things that I think helped bring that to a success was that my body took me through a fasting that I didn't know. But when I thought about it, hindsight, what was my body going through during that time? And I'll tell you about the fruits and the vegetables and things like that, and how I couldn't eat anything else but that and drink water, and which is very hot here in Florida. I have an outside job, so I'm drinking 64 ounces or more of water per day, to the point so much that my urine is completely clear. So that may have also had things to do with it. It's probably flushing out my system, things like that. I would probably also contribute that to the healing, but it was I wouldn't say my body. My body can't do nothing without the spirit, the soul, and Thea. I like that name, Thea. So I want to contribute. I'm so grateful, y'all. Y'all have no idea how it feels to now do my body sometimes still be in pain, but it's not my back. That's what I was being treated for. It was my back, and that pain Oh, that pain was on a whole different other level. I'm talking about to the point sometimes I was in so much pain that I would literally just have to go to sleep. Like, if I was like in between insurances or the pharmacy was out or something like that. Oh, y'all have no idea. That kind of pain right there. But then I have just regular aches, body aches. I think that's just normal for my age. I'm not telling y'all my age. Well, I was born in the 70s and I am a Virgo, but we're gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna, y'all can figure it out. Y'all can go each year and say, well, she's between this age and this age. That's a good, yeah, we can stick with that one. Between, I mean, I'm not that old. I'm still young, but I was born in the 70s, so we're gonna leave it there. But I think I have, like, you know, people of my age, we have like aches and pains. That's a little bit of ibuprofen, get you right. But then you have that back pain. Whew. I'm happy to be healed of that. So, like, so if there's a lot of gratitude radiating, I don't know what they say, 10, 30, whatever, how many feet it magnifies in front of us from our heart, let me magnify my gratefulness because I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I don't have to take once in the morning and once at night, because I don't think I was prescribed 4 times a day, but that was way too much for me. Unless it's winter, I might have to take 3 times a day, but not anymore. And it happened not like on a, like, it didn't happen like over a stretch period of time. It happened instantly, but I didn't realize it happened instantly until Thea said something to me about it. It was like, why is you taking that? You're not even in pain. And I'm like, you're right. Well, you know, I need to take it before I get in pain. I was like, no, you've been healed of that. And I was like, what do you mean you've been healed? I said, well, if I've been healed, okay, I won't take it right now. But in a couple of days, I'm going to get sick, you know, probably because I haven't taken it. So if I'm really healed, don't let me get sick. And oh my God, guys, I didn't even get sick. 20 years on an opioid, after 3 days, you're going to be sick. Your blood pressure is going to go skyrocketing. You're going to be shaking and shit. Doing all is, the withdrawal alone is probably worse than the actual pain. So I was more scared of the withdrawal than I'm scared of the pain. So, but I didn't even go through that. So I'm telling you, this was a true healing. So a couple more things. Again, so I think that I have a great spiritual team. I got my soul. I got the Spirit of God that's here to clean things up. And then I have Theodem. That's like the voice inside of me that is just, it's like they're here to take care of me and to make sure that things that need to be known that my ego wouldn't be able to know knows. They've been around for a very long time. There's times when I tap into things that comes from a stream of knowledge that's been around for, I would say, billions of years. And then there's things that they tell me that's been around in this stream of knowledge for billions of years. There's a difference. There's when I hear it inside, and then there's things when I just know it, and then it's not a hearing, it's just an internal no. So there's a difference there. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it. And I think that finding the balance in it all, giving love, sharing it with other people, those are the key things in balancing your internal state. I think once we line up with God's will and God, collective consciousness, or higher being, person, higher self, I think it's all about lining up to the will of God and balancing our internal state, balancing this mind and this internal state. I think that's what it's all about. And so I'm just surrendering every day. You have to surrender, guys. Even if you make that affirmation, like I remember, you can do one that says I surrender. Like, surrendering, bringing yourself to consciousness with intent and love. I believe that this is gonna open up the doors to everything, because we can't lie about our internal state, right? We can't lie about what's going on in our mind to ourselves. So, when that happens, I just believe that things are just going to blow reality wide open. And I'm not afraid. I'm more excited than anything. This is about it. It's like doing an experiment on myself. And I just cannot wait to see the things that open up or happen, because religion didn't do it for me. And I've been in the church since I was a jit, and that means very young. And unfortunately, I'm not throwing everything out, because it's parts of that religion that molded me to be prepared to take this path. Like, there's things that stuck with me, that really stuck with me, that is in this journey now. I am that I am. That when I first heard that verse, it was like, yes, that's a boss move right there. That's what God should be saying. I am that I am. And look how that activates things to be manifested on this journey. It was like my soul knew that was very relevant, and it stuck with me. Some other things that really stuck with me as well. So, and now when I go back and read the Bible, it's like when Jesus said, let those that have ears hear, and eyes, those that have eyes see. It's like a veil has been lifted, and now there's another layer, and then that's been lifted, and now there's an even deeper layer, and there's probably some more layers to go. Because one thing I'm gonna tell you, when you think that you know something about this journey and you think you got it all figured out, boom, you get hit with, I ain't know nothing. I ain't know, you get it? I ain't know I ain't no shh. And then it starts all over again. And that don't happen about 4 times where I was like, yeah, I got it figured out. Okay, this is how I'm about to do it. You'll never have God figured out. God is the Alpha and the Omega, the before and the end. When this body right here ends, my spirit is going to keep going, and it's probably going to go off and do some other things. I hope you don't have to come back here. But who knows how many times I've been here in a billion years. My spirit, my soul, this body hasn't been here. Well, probably a version of it. Probably looks somewhere like it, but probably lighter, darker. Who knows? Man, female, So I don't think the spirit is a male or a female. It just is a being, I could have been a king. I could have been a beggar. Who knows? How many times I've been set right here in front of this video camera in a alternate universe on this side and in front and in back and diagonally. Who knows? Who knows what is what? Because we're finding out so much stuff now that what they said is not. So what I thought I was, I am not. I'm not even this person sitting here in this video. This is you sitting here in front of this video. So that's the beauty of it. To find out more and more stuff as we go along, right? I find that so fascinating and so beautiful all in one. Even though, yes, I'm tired and frustrated, and it's like it has to be more, but that's the beauty of it. It's just finding out everything, and that there's more to it and more to it, and listening to the different theories, and that's where your discernment comes in, because you can fall down a rabbit hole and be stuck there for a very long time. But I thank God for giving me the discernment that I have to know when something's just a little bit out there. It may not even just be, it doesn't mean that it's not true. It just means that it wasn't meant for me at that moment. Because there's things that I completely pushed off, but spirit, higher consciousness, God, the collective consciousness has brought things back to me like a magnet. Right here in my field. Like, oh, okay. Oh, wow. Like, oh, okay. I'm glad that came back, because I completely wrote that off. So you have to have an open mind, guys, about this. A complete surrender, and have an open mind, and forget everything that you ever been taught. So on that note, I just want to say, if you will like, share, follow, and if there's some things that you want to ask me about my journey and you would like to know, and you'd like me to make a video about it, I will do that. Just leave it in the comments or reach out to me. However you reach out to somebody on YouTube, I guess that would be the comments, right? Is there a way to email? I'm not sure. But you guys will figure it out. Y'all smart. Also, be kind to somebody today. Say something nice. Help someone. One random act of kindness. It goes a long way. When we start to change the world, we start changing it by changing ourselves. So, okay, I will talk to you later in another video. Bye.